Greetings wherever you are around the world. You're watching Daraz Live. Today we are going to talk about something we cherish wholeheartedly. It holds a significant part in our adult lives as well, and we would give the world to go back, wouldn't we? It's nothing but about childhood, about children. That is our topic of discussion for today. And to talk about this topic, we have three organizations who have partnered up with Daraz Cares and Daraz Donates to ensure that the future of children in this present day and age is indeed a safe one. To my immediate left, we have Monroe Jayasuri, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Leeds. And to his left, we have Mihiri Pereira, who is the Communications Coordinator of Child Action Sri Lanka. And to my far left, we have Gayantha Dalpadadu, the Director of Fund Developments and Communications, SOS Children's Village, Sri Lanka. Welcome to Daraz, lady and gentlemen. Gayantha, the international organization, was founded in 1949, sometime back, 1 year after Sri Lanka got independence. SOS Children's Villages is now the largest non-profit organization in the world dedicated to safeguard children without parental care. Let's talk about the humble beginnings of the Sri Lankan office. Now it's been 41 years. Where are we now? Where were we earlier?
Yes, thank you for inviting at a time that we actually need people. So, as you said, one of the largest organization, non-profit organization who works for children. And the beginning was 1949 back in Austria, and by Dr. Hermann Meiner, who was our founder. And for the last 71 years, it has been coming through with all difficulties, with 138 countries and territories. And in Sri Lanka, we established in 1981. And the first village was established in Piliyandala, and then we moved to Nuwara, Galle, Anuradhapura, Monoragal and Jaffna. Currently we have about 900 children who's actually living in all these families, and the difference is that we give them a mother. So in one house, 8 to 10 children can live in one house, and we are giving the children a second chance to live in a family environment. So we have been working closely with the other communities also. So SOS Children's Village is not only organization who take care of children who's actually abandoned or lost parents, but we are working with children who's having a risk of losing parental care with our family strengthening program.
And if I'm not mistaken, there's a brother, there's a sister in the family as well, and that is what puts everything together. Am I correct?
Exactly. That's how SOS works. Where we are the authorized organization in Sri Lanka who to keep all the siblings together.
Right.
Otherwise, the girl goes to a different child institute and a boy goes to another. So we keep them together. So that is what our nature is all about, and that is how we have been working with. And at the same time, as I said about supporting the community, because we really feel that children should live in a biological family, not in an institute. So we support these families also to make sure that they live together. And we have been doing projects even for tsunami. We have built about 977 homes in Paralia, or when there is a disaster or when there is a need in the country, SOS always come and plays a major role by supporting. This is with the international support that we have. And when you talk about children, they can do up to their O levels and A levels, even the university students. And I would say we do offer scholarships also for children who's actually having difficulties financially, where I'm proud to say that we have a student who's working for NASA, we have taken him to SOS, and currently he's working, so we are proud to say that. And he will be back soon in Colombo, and he also wanted to support back to
Right.
his
Right.
place where he was built.
Basically grew up in.
Yeah, exactly. And 41 years is a huge time, and we have been doing projects for 41,000 children, and right now we have about 15,000 children who have gone out from the location, who have been gone to the society. And I must again mention Mr. Mahanama, who has been a brilliant worker, who's very credible person in Sri Lanka, and he have been supporting us throughout. And the other ambassador is Pooja Umashankar. Currently she is not available in Sri Lanka for a long period, but we have discussions, and along with that we always try to make sure that the crisis will not hit the children's dreams.
Gantha, your organization has undertaken approximately about 39 projects at the moment, and about 4,000 children are under your care. Are there any special projects underway right now against the dire economic straits in Sri Lanka? Anything that you would mention?
Yes, of course. Now, supporting all the children who was actually in the villages are continuously happening, and the 3,500 children are there almost in the family strengthening programs, as well as with the Sri Lanka Pediatric Association. We have started another program for malnourished children. So we have identified about 300 children initially in Nuwara district, and what we are trying to do is support them with dry rations packed every month. And if we identify any child in a family who's malnourished, then the whole family will be treated.
Right.
Other children along with the other children in that family, and the same time we will be providing them all the support needed for education, and that is also provided. So this is actually a humanitarian assistant project which we are currently planning and doing. And since SOS is not only a planning organization but an implementing organization, we have been doing it. And at the same time, all these children who's actually couldn't go to school due to the crisis, or probably maybe due to poverty, are supported with we provide them everything like school bags, the stationaries, and the daily meal. Every 5 days a week we provide them a good meal. And we make sure that children don't go hungry. And that is one area that we are looking at. Even though we are working for children who's actually in the villages, the same time we want to make sure that children who are actually at a risk also getting supported. So that's why we are launching certain campaigns and all, even with the difficulties we have. And from our international organization also have identified the crisis situation, and we have been given certain funding, which is not everything will be covered, but that is the reason why we want the local income or local expenditure to be covered also. And the same time we are looking at the SOS mothers who are not married and having children, so they also have a retired mother's home, and we provide them all the medical support as well, because they are the only people who's actually getting benefit like this from the organization for the work that they have done. They have some of the mothers, they have about 20 to 30 children in their service period, so it's our duty to take care of them when they are older. And it's a family, I would say. So all the children who's actually the caregivers, they always come to the village when there is a need, or even to just see their mother and go. And caregivers also having difficulties these days, and we are a family. Even though they are about 20 or 30, 35 age, still they are our family, and we support them also. Some of them lost their jobs, some of their businesses went down, and still we provided them all the facilities, and even the university students are getting supported, and all the benefit goes to the child. So that is the number one area that we are looking at. Whatever the funds that we receive, it definitely goes to the child's betterment.
It's really interesting to hear, and it's I'm very happy to hear that so much work is put in during these tough times to safeguard our future in this country, that is children. Gayantha, we spoke about this briefly during the program, but to talk about it extensively, your approach towards ensuring that children in your care are safe is quite different to many other organizations. This concept of creating a family, can you talk about it a little bit more and apprise our viewers as to what it exactly entails?
Yes, I think what we do is something which is similar at our homes. There is a mother. So this mother take care of all the children she gets from the probation authority and through courts. And the children who are under care in that particular home, boys and girls stay together as a family. So they are siblings. And once they are 18, the girls, they are 18, they will be moved to another location under our care, which is the girls' facility. It's like a place where the children can study if they are university students, and if they have started any job, they can do the same thing. And for boys, after 14 years, they will be transferred to a youth boys facility, because when you are 14 years, we wanted to minimize the risk inside homes because they live together, and we do that. And these mothers, of course, they are not married, but as I explained earlier, and they, until their retirement, they work with these children. And of course, it's a family, so the marriages happens, and we all are the aunts and uncles, and we all participate for their weddings. And even my national director, who is Mr. Divakar Atmadore, who have been there in the SOS for the last more than 30 years. He have been a father for more than 40 children. He have given his name, and that is the beauty of it. Some of the children comes to SOS without knowing their proper names or age. So early it was like that, and then we have to do all those things, and that is why we are a family always. And in this family there are always good apples and bad apples also.
Yeah.
So like a family, right? So that is always encouraging us also to make sure that we have to do something for their children. And even the children who's got married, they also come to the village. Always they come here and play around with the other children, and they stay 1 or 2 days and go. So if you come to West Children's Village, any of the village, you will, in these homes, you will see all the wedding photographs and all. So it's totally a family. And in this family, they have a network of children, and this network have gone far, where they have started another society or a network called GNGN, which is Generation Never Give Up Network. This was actually started from SOS Children's Village, and right now there are more than 500 children across the island in different childcare institutes, not only SOS. So they got together and they are fighting for their rights, which is really needed, because why they are here in these organizations is not because of their fault. Maybe a disaster, maybe parents' negligence, they came, so it's not their fault. So now they are fighting for their rights, saying that to change their birth certificate maybe, and maybe when they are going for institutes, or maybe they are applying for visa applications, they face a lot of problems. So they are together now, talking about it in public, and that is what is actually needed. So we have built a culture in the villages or in our network. The children are going to a level where we always identify their requirements and capabilities. When they are in grade 7, we have a program for them, which is child development plan. So the village director, the mother, the child, even the school teachers, the village educational director, everyone is involved to make sure to have a plan for their future, whether they have to do they have to go to university, whether they need vocational training facility, or whether they can doing dancing, music, whatever their talents will be identified, and through that we develop them. And I forgot to tell about our vocational training center also, which we won the best vocational training center in 2019 in Sri Lanka, and this was actually identified. We have a lot of areas that we are covering, and last 2 years we won the best NGO for women empowerment awarded in Sri Lanka at top 50 women association in Dubai also. This is for the work that we do for children as well as women empowerment, and of course again family strengthening.
Gayantha, your relationship with Daras is quite fresh at the moment, and against that backdrop, let me ask you as to why you chose to join hands with Daras, and how has the journey been so far?
Well, actually, when the initial discussion was going on with my team, of course, we identified one thing. Daras as an e-commerce platform have come up a long way, and how they started, since the beginning I have been one of the Daras customer.
Right.
So, I have been ordering whatever I need. I order through Daras. So I do have a very good history about Daras, and the capability that they can do, and the audience they cover. We have seen most of the youngsters, they engage with Daras. I'm pretty sure that other ages also do with y'all. But in my case, in my office, I do have about 40 members of staff, a huge team who's doing fundraising, and they always order through Daras. So we identified that, and we thought, okay, it's a good time for the youth or the teens to, engage with the charity work. It can be SOS or it can be other organizations, but the youth have to come up, and they have to understand the situation, and understand their duties as a human being, as a Sri Lankan, how they can contribute. So that's the main part that we thought, okay, you have a very good audience, and it's the best time we also can enroll with you all, so that our news can go viral, or it will be definitely helping us to find donations which we really need at a time like this. So thank you very much, Daras, for all support given through this few months of period. We have getting progress, and my team is working with you all continuously to make sure that everything goes smoother, and all the information are provided to the public.
And that brings us to the conclusion of this wonderful chat we had today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for engaging in this thoughtful discussion about a very important topic which often put under the radar here in Sri Lanka these days. You can do your part by sending in your kind donations to Daras Donates by referring to the link below. Once again, let me thank the people who came on the show today. Monroe Jazz Surya, who's the Chief Executive Officer at Leeds, and Mihiri Pereira, Communications Coordinator at Child Action Lanka, and finally Gayantha Dalpadadu, Director of Fund Developments and Communications at SOS Children's Village, Sri Lanka. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, and I've been Tharusha Kumar Singha. Have a pleasant day.